Hello and welcome to Utica TV Overtime, where each week we will be keeping you up to date with everything that's going on with your Utica Pioneers. I'm your host, James Brown.
And I'm Corinne Bush. Let's get right into the action from this past week.
The Utica Pioneers took on the SUNY Delhi Broncos on Wednesday in a non-conference affair. After a scoreless first half, the Pioneers opened up the score sheet as freshman Brandon Pender scored his first collegiate goal to put Utica up 1-0. Congrats, Brandon.
9 minutes later, the Broncos evened up the score with a goal to make it 1-1. In the 69th minute, after a penalty committed from SUNY Delhi, midfielder Cody Baker-Green netted his fourth goal of the season to put Utica up 2-1.
And that was the difference maker as the Pioneers won a hard-fought match by the final score of 2-1.
The men's golf team hosted SUNY Poly this past Thursday in a home one-day tournament played at Yanendos's Country Club. Tee times began at 2 p.m. and immediately the Pioneers took hold of the lead.
Playing on the Pioneers' home course, the men's golf team came out with confidence. As the holes passed and when the turn to the back nine arrived, your Pioneers began to struggle. With 6 golfers in their rookie NCAA golf season, your Pioneers failed to keep the lead and dropped the tournament to SUNY Poly.
An opportunity of redemption for the young and hungry Pioneer team comes this coming weekend at Oswego Country Club. The Pioneers were back in action on Saturday as they opened Empire 8 play against the Alfred Saxons. The scoring began quick when junior Brian Magushu found the back of the net in the 10th minute to give Utica a 1-0 lead. Magushu wasn't done as he found netting once again in the 39th minute to go up 2-0. This was Magushu's 4th and 5th goal of the season.
Later in the second half, the Pioneers put the icing on the cake as Cody Baker-Green scored in the 52nd minute to earn his 5th goal of the season. The Magushu-Green duo was enough for the Pioneers in this one as they opened up conference play with a big win by a score of 3-0.
This past weekend, Utica women's soccer faced city neighbors Hamilton College. During the majority of the match, Hamilton outshot Utica. Shot total came out to a total of 32-13, with Hamilton dominating on top. Despite the high number of shots and scoring chances, Utica led the amount of saves and ended the total 10-4.
Number 4, Riley Lamphere scored Utica's only goal at 29 minutes and 17 seconds, which was assisted by Jenna Keenman off of a free kick. Hamilton also dominated the scoreboard and scored 3 unanswered goals, along with an early goal by Maddie Ledbury. Utica fell to Hamilton 4-1. The women's volleyball team welcomed St. John Fisher this Friday evening at 5 o'clock. The Pioneers look to slide in a win streak as they have struggled to stay consistent. Maintaining a 60% winning record, the Pioneers search for a berth of a win streak. Come out and support your Pioneers women's volleyball team this Friday at 5 p.m.
The women's tennis team will be hitting the court this Saturday, taking on Empire 8 rival Nazareth College. The team is looking to get its second conference win against the undefeated Golden Flyers after getting shut out in their last conference match against Alfred. The Pioneers will start their fight to get third place seating in the conference at 1 p.m. on Saturday in the Utica tennis courts.
After coming out of the gate strong in their conference opener last weekend, the men's soccer team looks to extend their winning streak to 4 as their conference record to 2-0 as they look to hold up on the top seeded position in the Empire 8 Conference. The Pioneers will be facing off against Empire 8 newcomers Medill University as they look to maintain their dominance in the conference. This matchup is set for Saturday at 1 p.m. on the Pioneer Field. Make sure you're there.
In the second game of their conference play weekend, women's volleyball is hosting Nazareth College on Saturday at 3 p.m. This will be the 18th match between these two teams in the program's history. Utica is looking to get their first win over Nazareth in the series and claim their place as top contenders in the Empire 8 this season. Come out to the Clark Athletic Center to support your Pioneers in their opening weekend of conference play.
To close out the week of conference play here at Utica, the women's soccer team will be taking on Medill. The last time these two teams played each other was back in 2015 when Utica shut out the Mavs 5-0. The Pioneers are looking to do the same this Saturday at 4 p.m. on Pioneer Field. They hope to break the teams 2-game losing streak and work their way back into a winning record. And that's all the Utica sports we have for you this week. Be sure to keep an eye out for our Moose Minute series coming out soon that takes an inside look at your Pioneers.
And be sure to follow us on social media, Utica UTV, to see when Utica TV will be broadcasting your Utica athletics.
Thank you so much for watching, and always remember to
Fear the Moose.